You got the thing. The promotion, the relationship, the body, the number in your bank account. And instead of fireworks, you felt nothing, maybe even worse than nothing. Like someone quietly removed a wall you'd been leaning against for years, and now you're just standing in an open field with no idea which direction to walk. That hollow feeling right after a win isn't ungrateful, it isn't broken, and it definitely isn't proof that something is wrong with you. It's proof that your brain was never chasing the thing in the first place. It was chasing something else entirely, something I'm going to call the engine beneath the goal. And the reason nobody talks about this is because it makes the entire self-improvement industry deeply uncomfortable. But there's a second piece to this that's even stranger, something called identity debt. We'll get there. Here's what's actually happening inside you. Your brain has a motivation system that runs on one fuel, the gap between where you are and where you want to be. That gap generates tension, and your brain reads that tension as meaning, purpose, direction, aliveness. The goal isn't the point. The gap is the point. The wanting is the point. So when you close the gap, when you finally arrive, your brain doesn't throw a party. It loses its fuel source. That background hum that made you feel like your life was going somewhere, it just went silent. And silence, after years of noise, doesn't feel like peace. It feels like death. Think of it like this. You've been climbing a mountain your whole life. You see the summit. You push through the final stretch, exhausted, bleeding, proud. You reach the top, and you realize it's not the top. It's a ridge. The actual peak is somewhere you can't even see yet. That's not cruelty. That's how your brain keeps you alive. It builds false summits on purpose because a brain with nowhere to go is a brain that starts shutting down. But here's the twist. The emptiness isn't just about losing your fuel. It's about meeting a version of yourself you don't recognize. This is identity debt. For years, your identity was the person chasing the thing, the hustler, the striver, the one who wasn't there yet. That identity gave you a story, a role, a reason to get up. And the moment you achieve the goal, that identity dies. You haven't just lost a target, you've lost a self. And here's the second twist. Your brain grieves identities the same way it grieves people. That emptiness you're feeling, it's not apathy, it's mourning. You are attending the funeral of who you used to be, and nobody sent flowers because everyone thinks you should be celebrating. So, what do you actually do with this? There's a technique I call the direction over destination reset. Tonight, before bed, write down what you were really feeling during the chase, not what you wanted, what the pursuit gave you day to day. Structure? A reason to say no to distractions? A sense of forward motion? Name the feeling the goal was generating, not the goal itself. Then ask one question: what's a new path that creates that same feeling starting tomorrow? You don't need a new mountain. You need to know why you climb. That emptiness after winning isn't a malfunction. It's your brain saying the old story ended and you haven't written the next one yet. The hollowness is just a blank page. And blank pages aren't empty, they're waiting. If this felt like someone finally named what you've been carrying, you belong here. Subscribe. Be honest. What's one thing you achieved that left you feeling more lost before you started?